everyone. We are from Basavaraddi B.A College Dharwad. Last class we have discussed about the purposes are taxable in case of specified employee. Meaning of specified employee, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು motor car purposes na taxable ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು and then how to calculate the motor car taxable motor car purposes ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ last class discuss ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. In this class we have to discuss about the tax free purposes. Tax free purposes. Tax not taxable in case of the employees and the exempted purposes. ಯಾವ ಬರ್ತಾವೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ. For following other purposes are not taxable in case of the all the employees. Now first one, refreshment. First point is refreshment. Refreshment, tea or snacks or similar non-alcoholic beverages provided during the office hours. Refreshment is fully exempted irrespective of the office amount. Nodri namaga office hours oda tea athwa ಏನರ snacks ಏನರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ fully exempted ಆಕೈತಿ. No alcoholic beverages given to the employee as a refreshment shall be taxable. Non alcoholic exempted ಆಕೈತಿ. ಹೌದಾ? alcoholic ಏನಾಗ್ತದ taxable item ಆಗ್ತದ. Next free meal 50 rupees free meal rupees 50 ಊಟ 50 ರೂಪಾಯಿ. ಹೌದಾ? per meal is exempted. ನೋಡಿ 50 ರೂಪಾಯಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಊಟ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ exempted. ರಿಮೇ 60 ರೂಪಾಯಿಗೆ ನಾನು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 10 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ taxable ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. Free meal rupees 50 per meal is exempted if the provided in an office or eating joining through the non transferable coupons. Now in such a case, in the case of the free meal exceeding rupees 50 is taxable. ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಏನಿರ್ತೈತಿ ಆ ಅಮೌಂಟನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಹೇಳಿ taxable ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾರೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಮೀಲ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟದ ಒಂದು ಊಟಕ್ಕೆ 50 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತ 60 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ದು ಎಕ್ಸಮ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು 50. ಆ ಅಮೌಂಟನ್ನು ರೂಪೀಸ್ 10 ರೂಪೀಸನ್ನ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ ಎಕ್ಸಮ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಫ್ರೀ ಮೀಲ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರಬಲ್ ಕೂಪನ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ fully exempted. Now free ration to the armed personnel is fully exempted. Free ration is exempted. Goods manufactured by the employer sold to an employee at a concessional rent. Conveyance facilities to an employee for a journey between the office and residence and vice versa. Conveyance facilities also exempted amount. Training costs and expenditure incidental to a training of employees also exempted. Government employee, any purposes to the government employees, any purposes of a government employee is also being a citizen of India, working outside India. Not a citizen of India is the working outside ವರ್ಕನ್ನು ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಮಾಡಿಕತ್ತ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಎಕ್ಸಮ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯರ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಟು ಅ ಸ್ಟಾಫ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಕೀಮ್. ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಟು ಅ staff group insurance plan. Now the employer contribution to a pension deferred annuity scheme is also fully exempted. Medical facilities at office is also exempted. Medical insurance premium paid by the employer is also exempted income. Periodical and journals required for discharge of work, telephone, mobile facility, whether the facilities is used for the official and personal purpose and whether the facility is in the form of reimbursement ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಆ ಅಮೌಂಟನ್ನು ಏನಾಗ್ತದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಫ್ರೀ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಟು ಎ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ children's up to 1000 per month per child. There is no restrictions on a number of children. Free education facilities up to 1000 rupees exempted per child ಗೆ 1000 rupees exempted. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಯಾವುದು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸೇಬಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಷ್ಟ ಮಂದಿ ಇಬ್ಬರೇ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ 3 ಜನ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಆದಂಥ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. Free education facilities to a employees children up to 1000 per month exempted. Health club and the sports club facilities is also exempted, and free use of a computers and laptop facilities even when the such facilities is extended to home of the employees. Free use of a computer laptop facility even when such a facility is extended to a home of the employee. Rent free furnished accommodation provided to an official of parliament, a union ministers or leader of a opposition in a parliament is also exempted. Now the purpose is provided to the chairman or the retired chairman or any other member of the any other member or a retired member of the Union Public Servant Commission. Service Commission is also fully exempted from the tax. Now medical facilities or reimbursement medical facilities in ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Medical facilities, the value of any medical treatment provided to an employee or any other member of the family in a hospital or in a nursing home maintained by the employer shall be tax free purposes. Reimbursement of a medical bill, any amount paid by the employer in respect of any expenditure incurred by the employer or medical treatment or a treatment of any member of his family subject to the maximum amount of rupees 15,000 in a previous year is fully exempted from the tax. Now tax free purposes ever not taxable nodri now third chapter of the tax free income 30 ರಿಂದ 35 ಯಾವ exempted incomes ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕಲಿತ್ವಿ ಆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಂಪ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಇನ್ ಲಿeu ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ. Under section 70 subsection 3 subsection 3 70 subsection 3 subsection. What do you mean by profit levied in a salary? Profit levied in a salary following are the receipt shall be taxable in case of profit levied in salary. The amount of any compensation due to received by an associate from his employer, from his employer or a former employer in connection with the termination of his employees or a modification of the terms and conditions relating thereto. Now any payment due to or received of an associate from the employer of the former employee. What are the exceptions regarding the calculation of profit in lieu on a salary? First one is exemption gratuity exempted in section 10 subsection 10a. Completion of pension exempted in section 10 subsection 10b. Retrenchment compensation exempted under section 10 subsection 11. Statutory provident fund exempted under section 10 subsection 11. Approved superannuation fund under section 10 subsection 13. Next, house rent allowances. House rent allowances. ನೋಡಿ HRನ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. Gratuity if the employee is covered under the gratuity payment act 1972 and the employee is not covered under under the Gratuity Payment Act 1972. If the ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ actual gratuity receipt plus exemption under section 10 subsection 10A list of the following actual gratuity received actual next ಏನನ್ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು 15% ಅದು 1/2 into 15 divided by 26 into average salary into number of years of service is the maximum limit. ಯಾವಾಗ ಕವರ್ಡ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ 20 lakh not covered under the gratuity limit like ಇದ್ದಾಗ ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ 10 lakh which ever is less amount ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಹೇಳಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ actual gratuity receipt minus list of the following amount ಅನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು taxable gratuity ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. ನಾವು ಎಚ್ ಆರ್ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಿದ್ವಿ actual HRA received plus exemption as section 10 subsection 13A list of the following actual HRA received maximum next actual rent paid over the 10% of salary. Now the salary word ಏನೇನು ಕೂಡ ಆಗಿದೆ salary basic salary DNS allowances if it is eligible for the retirement benefit and then bonus commission ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಹೌದಾ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 40% ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ ಆರ್ 50% ಆಫ್ ಎ ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ ಹೌದಾ. 40% ನಾವು ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಸಿಟೀಸ್ 50% ನಾವು ಡೆಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ಕತ್ತಾ ಮುಂಬೈ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಚೆನ್ನೈ ಈ 4 ಸಿಟೀಸಿಗೆ 50% ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಸಿಟೀಸಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ 40% ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀವಿ. ನಾವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ any payment of unrecognized provident fund or other fund to the extent to which does not consist of contribution of by the assessees or interest on such contribution. Any sum received under the key man insurance policy including the sum allocated such allocated is by way of a bonus of such policies. Now the next point is any amount due to or received whether the lump sum otherwise by any assessee from any person before joining the employment with that person or after the occasions of employment with the person. ನೋಡಿ ಇವಿಷ್ಟು ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಪರ್ಪಸಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಲೆಯು ಇನ್ ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ ಒಳಗೆ ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. We will move on provident fund. Provident fund. Important point. Provident fund. What do you mean by provident fund? Provident fund ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? It is a retirement benefit scheme in which a fixed percentage of a salary is regularly contributed by the employer and the employee. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇದು ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ರಿಟೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್. ನಾವು ರಿಟೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿಂದ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಮೌಂಟನ್ನು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಅಮೌಂಟಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ we will call it as a provident fund. The word provident means provide for future. Provident is nothing but provide for future. Hence this fund is provide for a future. ನೋಡಿ ಫಂಡ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಮೌಂಟನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ ಹೌದಾ. at the time of the retirement or termination of a services entire amount is accumulated employer contribution and the accumulated employees contribution together with the interest is given to the employee. Employer's contribution must be treated as a salary but the employee's contribution to must be treated as a ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಹೇಳಿ salary but the employee's contribution is nothing but the personal saving. Interest on there must be treated as a income. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಏನು ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯರ್ ಇದ್ದ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಹೇಳಿ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಏನು ನಮ್ದು ಪ್ರೊವಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಫಂಡ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಐತಿ ಅದರಿಂದ ಸೇವಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಕರಿಬಹುದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೊವಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಫಂಡ್? ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೊವಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಫಂಡ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ one is statutory provident fund. Statutory provident fund. Next one, recognized provident fund. Now next one, third one, under recognized provident fund. Last one, public provident fund. Fourth one, ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೊವಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಫಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. 4 ಟೈಪ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟ್ಯೂಟರಿ ಪ್ರೊವಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಫಂಡ್, ರಿಕಗ್ನೈಸ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರೊವಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಫಂಡ್, ಅನ್ರಿಕಗ್ನೈಸ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರೊವಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಫಂಡ್ and public provident fund. Now first one, what do you mean by statutory provident fund? Statutory provident fund ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ನಾವು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ statutory provident fund ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. It is set up under the provisions of the Provident Fund Act 1925. 1925. Statutory fund is mainly maintained by the government and semi-government organizations and local authorities, railways, universities, statutory corporations and nationalized banks and educational institutions. ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಈ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟ್ಯೂಟರಿ ಪ್ರೊವಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಫಂಡನ್ನ ಏನು ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Employers and employees contribution to statutory provident fund, it is a tax treat. ಏನು ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯರ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ನಾವು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟ್ಯೂಟರಿ ಪ್ರೊವಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಫಂಡಿಗೆ ಅಮೌಂಟನ್ನ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ನಾವು ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯರ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೊವಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟ್ಯೂಟರಿ ಪ್ರೊವಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಫಂಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಫುಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಟೆಡ್. ನೋಡಿರಿ, ಈ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯರ್ಸ್ and employers and employees contribution to a statutory provident fund is fully exempted. Is fully exempted. Now next, interest credited to statutory provident fund is also fully exempted. Interest credited to statutory provident fund is fully exempted. Now the employee's contribution is eligible for the deduction under section 80C. Now the employee's contribution, it qualifies for deduction under section 80C. ನೋಡಿ, ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟ್ಯೂಟರಿ ಪ್ರೊವಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಫಂಡನ್ನು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Now the next one is recognized provident fund. Recognized provident fund, any provident fund is created as per the scheme. A scheme mutually set up by the employer and the trade union. If it is approved by the Commission of the Income Tax, it is called as what? Recognized provident fund. Employer's contribution to recognized provident fund up to 12% of a salary. It is exempted up to 12% of a salary as per the section 10 subsection under section 10 subsection 10 subsection 2 of the Income Tax Act. Excess, if any, is taxable. Now the employee's contribution to recognized provident fund, it is fully exempted and it qualifies for deduction under section 80C. Employers up to 12% of a salary exempted and the employees qualifies for deduction under section 80C. Now, interest credited to RPF, recognized provident fund. Interest credited to RPF is fully up to 9.5% of a salary exempted ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಹೌದಾ? excess if any is taxable. Remaining amount ಏನ exempted ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Now the next one is public provident fund. Sorry, ಯಾವುದು ಹೇಳಿ? Unrecognized provident fund if it is the amount created as per the scheme of the employee manually or trade union which is not recognized by the commissioner of the income tax. It is fully exempted. Employee and interest credited to unrecognized provident fund is fully exempted from the tax. Now the last one is public provident fund. The scheme was started from 1/7/1988. 1/7/1988 is public provident fund is not created by the employer but it is created by the central government in which any person can contribute. This is a long term saving tool. The amount cannot be withdrawn before 15 years in which every year minimum amount of rupees 500 must be contributed and the contribution year exceeds rupees 1 lakh. 1,50,000. Now the public provident fund, interest credited to employees contribution to public provident fund is qualifies for deduction in section 80C and employers contribution to recognized provident fund is fully exempted. I hope we will understand the concept of public provident, important concept. Next class ನಾವು ಏನು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಹೇಳಿ, ಈ ರಿಕಗ್ನೈಸ್ಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ ಹಾಕಿ ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಇವ್ನಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ಅಮೌಂಟನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು, ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ನೈಸ್ ಡೇ.